Until humans uncover their own self-deception and ignorance, they will never turn on their oppressors, and consequently will misdirect and mischannel the rage that is owed to us and turn on each other and project the greater evil onto figures of ignorance while darkness thrives. When the Bible says you are the light of this world, it means it. If you look outside of yourself, you will see the extent of evil, of darkness. It plays out. But to deny that that exists within you is to walk around cut in half and be if not harmful, then at least unhelpful. On the world stage, evil has taken on form and substance to pretend to reach its ultimate conclusion, absolute destruction. That could never be. What has been created cannot be uncreated. The nature of creation is expansion, extension, and evolution. Everything that dies in the fires of purification and the great cleansing flood was not real or substantial. Everything left standing and being added to comes from an unshakable foundation, or that which has always been there. Love your neighbour as you love yourself is not an invitation to destroy them. Humans hate other humans that remind them of themselves. Humans love other humans for the very same. The light that you see in me correlates to the light that you see within yourself. For anyone that can only see me as a monster, they're just not brave enough to admit how glorious they actually are. In full technicolor, in totality. And that's because they've never understood the fullness of their wholeness. They're not in touch with who they actually are. So they want to see exclusively who I'm actually not. I don't know for sure that there are humans sitting there right now raging because I'm loving my life. It wouldn't surprise me to know that. I don't care to know that. I don't need that material anymore because I'm not a teenage poet. To know that you own the choice to return to love, to see the bigger picture in any experience. It's a great gift. Because mentally, the idea of being swept away in chaos and confusion forever doesn't appeal to me. There was a time when it did, and I enjoyed rolling around in it, getting lost with no hope. Just as a placeholder, so you know what the contrast of ultimate freedom feels like. If you can't help somebody, at least don't harm them. Every time we think negatively about someone else, we're just putting a bit more psychic pressure on them to do something which they currently are not able to do. And that is be something different entirely. The more we talk about, for example, politicians being politicians, doing what they are supposed to do, not what they pretend to be supposed to be doing, the more they remain a reality within the construct that we have to serve. And it's like we will just choose to embody the energy of what a politician should be, could be, and will be. But we don't challenge the existing political structure. We just politicize. We don't speak as if we're on a campaign drive to recruit people to our cult. We just govern. We don't force anybody, tell them what to do, how to be themselves, and how to live. We become walking arbiters of true justice. Not above or beyond the law, but as the law. The code that is etched through our DNA. We don't canvass for votes to become Prime Minister. We effortlessly create Earth Parliament, in plain sight, and in the shadows, behind closed doors when necessary. We beat the game at its own game by playing a new game. By cranking it up to 11. We make the rules up as we go along. There's a rough framework already in position which we can use as scaffolding. But we're not constructing out of bricks and mortar. We've planted an acorn. And so, time will come when the concrete foundations will rumble. From the weight of a mighty oak tree. Coincidentally, on the day that axes and chainsaws are declared unlawful. A small axe in Parliament chopped down by a tree being, reverberating the heartbeat of Gaia. No ownership. Guardians. Not gatekeepers. Samurai. Not men in suits and wigs. Children. Children of the earth. Children of God. Children of the ReEvolution.